Hi, people of Zimbabwe. How are you? So, societies that we grow up in set different standards for us as people. They set different standards for women. Ukuthi ngubani umfazi? Umfazi okuthiwa umfazi qho ngumuntu ome njani njalo oyenzani. And what they do not realize is the fact that for those who do not have those standards that they put, ufila kanjani. My name is Julia Ndlela. I am a young journalist who is passionate about issues affecting women and girls. And today, I would like to talk about the body and skin image pressures and the unrealistic standards that are being put forward by the society. I want to talk about how society perceives women. In societies that we grow up in, they feel like a woman is someone who has a lighter shade in their skin. Siwathi ngama-yellow bone. Umfazi makabe limelo yellow. But what does that mean for those who are dark-skinned? What does that mean for the melanin-skinned ladies? How does that even make them feel? That's why at the end of the day we have issues of body lightening creams or taking injections ukuze lami ngibe bomvu ngithiwe ngilimelo yellow. You find that society is saying umfazi makube ngumuntu who is well structured. By well structured I mean one with wide hips and a bit lezinqe. Mangike ngifake kanjalo ukuthi may you have the tiny waist, the hourglass shape. But for other women who are petite, where does that put them? So at the end of the day, we find that the society is the same people who are killing the confidence of women, the same women that they say they do not fit the criteria of being called umfazi. Like I mentioned earlier, you find that women resort to going for lightening creams, yellow male. Some they take pills to enhance their bodies. Hips or a bigger behind. But doesn't that have sort of like a health risk? So people go an extra mile just to make sure that lami can fit that criteria that is being put forward. I was talking to a friend of mine. She is petite, and I was asking her, how does she feel about that? And she was really quite honest to say she really wishes she had a bigger body. By bigger body, mean like wide hips and all of that. And you see, someone gets all of that social pressure to try and fit into a certain mapping, I can put it that way, to a certain level that everyone is putting. But these are the little things that are killing the youths. These are the little things that are killing girls as they are growing up. As they are growing up to see, no, mna kodwa ngislender, and my friend, ulama hips ulani, and every time mangihamba laye, uhlezi ukhonjiswa yena. It's those little things that people often ignore that actually have an effect. Even if you look at Twitter, the most trending person will be either a light-skinned or well-structured woman. And if you post a picture where a yellow bone, correct structure, you see there'll be a lot of likes, retweets. There'll be a lot of reactions on that tweet. Then tweet someone else who is slender or petite, even if they're beautiful, you will see it's either they diss that person or they just blatantly ignore. Another thing we do not even look at that is also trickling in slowly is the fact that there are some jobs that are requiring umuntu omuhle, umuntu olomzimba omuhle, especially in the informal trading sector where mhlawumbe uthengisa izigqoko, ule shop ethengisa izigqoko. If you look at those shops, I cannot mention the name of a shop, but I knew one where I come from, and they said being light-skinned and well-structured is an added advantage. So where does that put me as someone who does not even have any of the above mentioned looks, does that mean I have a lesser chance of getting a job? So now even jobs are now encouraging ukuthi abantu ababomvu labantu aba-well structured yibo abasebengazuza umsebenzi, because well for their business it means baningi abantu bazobe bebuya bezongena eshopini bethenga. But again, I'm going back to my point yokuthi sisebulala the other party where they have umzimba omncane and do not have those wide hips that are being required by the society. So they'll end up at the end of the day resorting to taking all those lightening creams, all those body enhancing pills, and these have a serious health risk. So I'm here today to say, as a society, we are the people who build each other. I am here because of you. I am here because it takes a whole village to raise someone. So if that same village is killing me, if that same village is killing my confidence, if that same society is looking down on the person who is dark-skinned, on a person who is petite or umzimba omncane, then how are you building me as a society? Society is supposed to encourage one another. Society is supposed to build someone else's confidence. No mama udlula nje uhamba ebafaneni, it's hey yellow bone, hey wena ole structure. What about the other person ahamba layo ngelase structure? You'll be walking there slowly thinking kodwa lami ngiyazidinga structure. So I'm here to say, guys, you are your brother and sister's keeper. So we need to make sure that we look after each other. Let's not look down upon each other.